But did the ocean breeze pacify you? Did the palm trees sanctify?
Good day, good people. Hope you're having a blessed day. Hope it's being a blessed day. Hope you're doing the best, living your best life, being the best you can be. Welcome to another episode of Jojo and
D. How y'all doing out there?
we are a bi-weekly segment right now. So every other week, we come out and we just two friends that decide to have a public or private conversation, some of them, and make them public as we grow in life, and hopefully you can grow along with us. And so we just decided to bring y'all on this journey with us. I am having a hard time speaking this day, which is a Friday. Can y'all tell by the bags in my eyes? The dark circles.
Yes.
I'm sleepy. I might fall asleep on this.
No, don't do that.
Not gonna do that. So D, how's your week been? How's life been going for you?
So my week has been very busy. Had a very busy week. So thank God today that it was Friday and I did not have to clock in remotely, that is. But it's been a very long week for me. Just want to put an insert in there that as far as, my goals that I'm setting myself up to obtain and be consistent with, your girl hasn't been doing that great with her workouts this week. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was just, okay, my mind is like, okay, you need to be on relax mode. I need some rest, but I really, y'all, have not been feeling it this week. So I've only worked out twice this week, like for real. So I got to get back on it. Eating has like gone downward. And I think it's just me trying to enjoy myself and figure out what's going on. I know we had some weather changes this week. I'm not really trying to use that as an excuse, but I don't know what happened. But this was not the week. So I'll be a little bit stronger next week, get on it a little bit more. Because like I say, your girl got goals. And in order for me to achieve those goals, I got to put in the work, right? So yeah, she'll be better next week with a better outcome. So I can give you guys some more inspiration and show you that I'm doing the work. So how are you with yours?
Listen, I'm doing okay, but not okay. Like, life definitely is part of cycles. Cycles are definitely part of life. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And sometimes your cycle is up. Oh, let me move over this way. Sometimes your cycle is up right here. And then sometimes you're on the thing. But as long as your overall trajectory is going this way, whichever way you want to look at it, as long as
in an upward slope.
In the upward slope. Even though in between there may be some hills and valleys. Within that, as long as the improvement is there overall, then hey, that's a win. And that's definitely where I am right now. You see that? Oh my goodness, that was part of my building. My last 2 weeks have definitely been focused on building, and I'm really excited about things that are to come in that area. And I really hunkered down and focused. Right now I'm doing a 2-week challenge for a class. So I am trying to pass a class within 2 weeks, and that's one of the reasons why my bags are larger than normal. As far as my consistency stuff, yeah, I had a Popeye's fried chicken sandwich today. Anyway, on On to the next. It was okay though. It wasn't that good. I should have went to Chick-fil-A. But
My pleasure. I love to hear them say that. My pleasure.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure. It's like every time you say thank you, my pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do? How many sauces would you like? Would you like 1, 2, 3? I feel like whenever they just get an order in, this is a complete side note. Like, I feel like whenever they get an order in, like a fresh truck, like you get all the sauces, but when they're trying to make sure that they make it through the weekend, they'll count 1, 2, so they can make sure they have enough sauce.
1 per 20 nuggets.
Yeah. Oh.
A mess. I have a friend who works for Chick-fil-A. So one day at rehearsal, he did bring like a whole bunch. Well, maybe I shouldn't say this, but he had some product on him at rehearsal. So I know that they always get plenty of what they need. So I'm just glad they're not one of the stingier franchises, you know, who will be like, oh, well, it's 25 cents per extra sauce or 50 cents per extra. No. I'm paying tax on this already. So just throw in, you know, I mean, if you know how you eat, just throw in the amount of sauces that you think I should have. Because I know you ain't taking no one sauce and eating six nuggets on no one sauce. Don't do that. That ain't cute.
I feel like you got some apprehension against McDonald's because that's a mess McDonald's do.
McDonald's, Burger King, Jack in the Box, places I shouldn't even be eating, but hey, Popeyes.
Who has the best chicken nuggets?
Window, you will see it posted on the window, 25 cents per extra sauce.
Who has the best chicken nuggets?
I would have to go with. I think it's a tie between McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. Now, y'all don't shoot me now. I love Chick-fil-A, but I would prefer the strips over the nuggets, whether it's fried or grilled. And that's just the honest truth. So, yeah. I don't know. What you thinking?
Okay. So, whenever they come back, McDonald's spicy nuggets, slam. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They're good. The spicy nuggets from McDonald's.
It's gooder than good. Better than good to me.
Yes. And he was in the kitchen in that song. I was in the kitchen. Yeah.
They gonna come back.
I like Wendy's too.
Yeah.
I don't go to Chick-fil-A for chicken nuggets. I'm not paying for that.
Wendy's good.
I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for the nuggets.
Not paying for that little drop of meat.
Nope. I need some substance. You see my arm in this screen that you know. Look, that arm that you know, I need substance. That right there. Wait, let me get in the camera right there. I need substance. I'm a substance eater. Not no little nugget. Wait, not no nugget that's that big. Talking about I give you 8.
I came with you today.
Let me get the 8 count.
And I don't want no grilled nuggets either, because I don't know what y'all seeing on grilled nuggets. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't get it enough for me.
So they taste good.
Just give me some baked chicken.
But y'all, the amount of salt that's in Chick-fil-A's grill products, I'm going to take the fat and the fried. I can't do that. Mm-hmm. It's bad. Y'all, look it up.
I agree. It is bad.
Know it for yourself.
and for yourself know it. Ha.
But lately y'all, it's around lunchtime. That's just all I got to say. And yeah. My new restaurant though is a place called Cava. Cava.
What kind of food is there?
It's like a Mediterranean. It's like a Mediterranean Chipotle.
Interesting.
They don't have any in Houston. Sorry, ma'am. But anytime you're in Dallas or Austin, look up Cava. Yeah.
I might have to try that when I come up to Austin.
We have 2 locations. I think.
How close is the one to you?
To me, that's the one in the Domain.
Oh, okay.
So the Domain is north side. For those of you who may be watching and don't know about Austin, the Domain is cool. It's definitely the millennial.
Okay.
The millennial spot. I mean, 6th Street.
Disclaimer.
But it's like the Domain is more prestige.
A mess. So y'all, we just rambling. We had to break the ice a bit. Like we said, we both had busy weeks, really for the past 2 weeks, right, Jovet? Sorry, Jojo. Really for the past 2 weeks. That's a government name, y'all. Anyway.
Y'all know
really
that
for
anyway.
the past 2 weeks, it's just been busy. And I know when she was mentioning being busy, she also talked about building, right? And so sometimes we do know that when you are building, you're gonna get some type of baggage under your eyes. You know, you're gonna be tired, but it's a good tired, right? Because you're moving forward. And now that we're talking about moving forward and we're talking about, building, within that building, our topic for today, basically, we're going to talk about trusting the process, right? Because we have to trust the process in order to get where we're going. We can't give up. We got to keep going. We got to keep pushing, right? So, thinking about that topic, or actually doing that topic, y'all, I know my eyes are wandering because my husband's like in the background because he wants to know a little bit more about trusting the process as well. And he actually would be a great spokesperson for someone who consistently trusts the process. Okay, we ain't gonna get into that right now, so we're gonna keep moving.
Come on, Mr. Riley. We'll have you on deck.
So when you are, let's just look into the topic, trust the process. So when we are talking about trusting, right, we always hear that big word trust. And a lot of us, as myself, we have a little trust issues, right? But when we think about the word trust, we think about, believing strongly or firmly in something, right? And when we go, we talk about the process, we talk about a series of actions or series of actions or steps taken to achieve a common goal. So basically, if you're putting all of that together, you're believing firmly in taking whatever necessary steps that you need to take in order to achieve your goal. So, Jovet, I wanted to kind of bring you in on this just because you talked about the little building part of it. Can you, I guess, talk to us a little bit about what do you think the trusting the process looks like, especially within your last 2 weeks of building?
Trusting the process really has to do with faith. Okay, faith and trust are synonymous of one another, because in faith you have to trust. Trusting the process is knowing that the outcome is there. You can see it, but there's a lot of how could I, let me put it this way. Um, it's like when you first start working out. There's somebody that I watch on social media. Um, Jermaine Dolly. He's a gospel singer and a comedian, pretty funny guy. And last year he started off at day one to build up his muscle. So, excuse me, for like 300 and something days, he puts day one, day two, day three. And at the beginning, he couldn't do but 10 push-ups. And if you ever saw Jermaine Dolly, like people would be like, you couldn't do 10 push-ups? Bruh, like really? But now he can do them like easily in different ways, different forms, different you get what I'm trying to say. He can do them now, right?
Right.
But when you're in the middle of the mud, or you're in the middle of whatever you're trying to climb out of, you have to trust that the work that you're doing, even if it may be repeated and you can't see where that faith comes in, is where you can't see. And even though you can't see the fact that it actually is doing you good, that's what trusting the process is you just keep moving regardless, no matter what. You keep pushing through it. And eventually, hey, you'll come to the outcome of that. Let me get the light back on, y'all.
I like the fact that you said you just keep moving, right? Because that's a part of having that faith. You know, you're not able to see what the end result is. Just like we did, I think a couple of weeks ago, was the last week, we created our success boards. And we just threw on there, either we threw on there the steps or, you know, things that we want to achieve, right? We know that the outcome, but within the process, we got to have that faith to know that things are just going to work out in the end. But we also have to remember to keep being consistent and putting in that work, right? So I basically like the way that you pretty much explained about how does that look for you. Trusting the process, keeping it moving, keep going. In spite of anything that happens, keep going. So
yeah.
Were you gonna insert there?
I was gonna say, like, you just have to, you put your goal out, like, and that's what we did on the last one, right? Like Dee was talking about, putting a goal out there on a success board, plan of action board, whatever you may call it. You wrote what you wanted out. And you have to put that goal out there so then that you can see step by step the process that you have to go. You may not know for sure exactly to go left or to go right, but you just have to trust that the work that you are putting in is leading you to that goal, because you'll always receive confirmation. You'll receive confirmation if it's the right way, and you'll receive confirmation if it's not the right way. You will always receive that confirmation. I don't care who you are, what you believe. That confirmation is always there. We just have to be open and have ourselves available to receive that. So, yeah. So go ahead, what you were going to say.
Definitely. So I'm going to move this along. I know we talked about what does that trust process looks like. As I mentioned before, I was saying that I myself, struggle with, trusting the process, trusting others, whatever the case may be. And we know that when we are trying to reach the goal, when we are trying to continue on with, whatever we're doing, we know that there are basically things that hinder us from continuing the process, or like Jovette say, just doing it. And there are some things basically that I've written down. I may touch everything, I may not, but you all can kind of chime in on the notes sections, or the comment section rather, and just let us know anything that hinders you from trusting the process. We know we all have those roadblock blocks, stumbling blocks, and distractions. So just want to take some time to, like I said, write in the comment section, what are some things that hinder you from trusting the process? And I know we're going to have some things to comment, and that's perfectly okay, because it's life, right? We're all human. So one of my big ones that I feel that hindered me from trusting the process, the first thing I said was comparing myself to others. And when I mean comparing myself to others, I'm basically comparing my path and my journey to others people's paths and journeys, which I know I shouldn't do, because everybody's path is going to be different. We're basically all starting at different levels, right? And I'm just going to say the workout thing, because that's something that's major, something that's on my success board as far as being consistent with those workouts. I look at a lot of people, you all see the commercials on TV where, I mean, these people, and this is no shade to anybody who is a size 2, right? But I see a lot of people like this, right? And what I want to see and what I would like to see more of, which I've also had to dig a little deeper, and it's coming basically in the foreground more so now, since we've had the thing with the pandemic. There are more people offering different virtual workouts, and I'm able to see people that I would consider myself looking like, let's just say that, right? We all come in different shapes and sizes. We're at different points, and I like to see that. But in that, I also think about, okay, well, I worked out here and I ate, or I did not eat this. Why don't I look like her right now? But I have to understand that, D'Angela, your journey is your journey. Yes, I'm going to cheer her on because she's wearing her crown very well. She's working out, doing the work, putting in the work. But I also have to think about, okay, D'Angela, besides working out, besides drinking your water, besides eating right, what else are you doing? Are you getting enough rest, D'Angela? Are you stressing yourself out? And a lot of times when we're not, I guess, well-versed, or if we don't know how our bodies make up, we sort of lose that other part to it. So that's why a lot of these trainers out here, they put in a disclaimer like, hey, I'm only putting this out there to show you what my results were. And then there's some YouTubers who are out there, 100 pounds lost in a year or even 8 months or something like that the lady had. And she just put a disclaimer out there. Hey, my body type, you guys may not lose the weight as fast because there are certain factors. And as you go to the doctor, you will begin to understand, from expertise, what those other things are that, maybe you couldn't lose this 15 pounds like she did in a month. So it's just with me that becomes a hindrance for me, not trusting the process, because I'm like, okay, well, I didn't drink these shakes and I done did this and did that. Okay, I'm not losing as fast, or hell, I didn't lose nothing. But like I said, you have to think about your journey being your journey. But like Jovette said, and what we've been talking about, staying consistent. Because sometimes it's like, okay, D'Angela, you done did this today, but what you had to eat? Are you being consistent with what you're doing? And then, of course, if I plateau, guess what? I have to push through that and find something else that works for my body. So, y'all, I got to stop doing that. I know I do, but I just want to put that out there because that's the biggest mistake that I make. And I just be like, okay, I'm going to just give up or not do it and find something else to do. But no, should have stayed on that path because I would have been further along. But yeah, that's my rant, y'all. But I just wanted to open up to y'all, give y'all a little bit, because that's my number one. So, Jovette, what is something that hinders you, or do you want to still piggyback off of what I said about the comparison?
That's a real thing, though. Like on the comparison thing, I don't understand why we do it, because If I was supposed to walk D'Angela's walk, right, my name would be D'Angela. And even if there's somebody with the same name as you, you're not the person who was born to whoever your parents are as the same person that may have the same name as you. Your grandmama and your granddaddy were not the same people, this, that, and the third, right?
Yeah.
So there's a delineation between that. So we have to understand and realize that and get that out of our minds. Because I know that's something. Hey, Reed, how you doing? Welcome in. That's something that I struggle with that too, but I'm really, really working on that comparison. So what? Like, that's what your answer should be to that. So what?
That's good.
And I'm going to do me. Like, that's it. And one person that y'all will hear me reference a lot, and it's a person who I really pay attention to on social media and really trusting the process and watching how this individual went from where they are to where they are now, and that's Kev on Stage. I've had shirts on from him, but Kev on Stage really helped me out one day. He says, it's a lot of people out there with t-shirt businesses, and you can make a t-shirt business too. Who cares? It's not you. If that's what you want to do, you do that. Because there's going to be somebody tomorrow that's going to start a t-shirt business and they're going to be successful as well. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, you do you. Don't compare yourself to nobody else, like D'Angelo was saying. Something else I struggle with in trusting the process, a lot of it has to do with my family. And my family is a very, very practical. And there's nothing wrong with that because practicality pays bills. Practicality gets your insurance. Practicality is why this screen is blurred out over the logo of my shirt. Like, practicality.
Say that.
Like, it's the whole balance between like dreaming and trusting that process through that dreaming. And I'm finally at the point to where, no, I'm not comparing myself. I don't care. Like, not really, I don't care. But I don't care what you think. I'm going to do it. I'm still going to maintain and do what I have to do until I can push myself on through to where I really want to be, if that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking, also, on the other note, is my prioritizing what's most important. I would lie to you right now if I didn't say I was completely 100% not struggling with that at this moment. Like at 1:37 on July 16th, 2021. By the way, shout out and tell my brother happy birthday. Happy birthday, little bro.
Happy birthday.
Yay.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. But I would not, I wouldn't do myself justice by not saying, by saying that prioritization is not something that I struggle with. Because when you prioritize correctly, you may be doing something that you really don't want to do right now. 100%. Like, I don't want to do that right now. But what's most important right now? What's important? What's most important? Okay. All right. Cool. I got I gotta move on because this is what I need to do. I have to do it. It's like renewing your driver's license. Like,
Yeah,
you got to do it.
it's got to be done.
Yep. But anything else you wanted to add on that, on things that hinder you from trusting the process?
Yes, my other one is it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable for me. And for those of you who know me, knows that I like to be somewhat comfortable. It's very, I want to say, it takes me a while to kind of open up to new ideas when we speak of certain things. And so being uncomfortable is a struggle for me. But I have come to understand that we have to get out of that comfort zone so we can push through things and get to the next level. We have to. Like D'Angelo, you cannot stay in the same place too long because you become stagnant. And I think that we said this when we were talking about the consistency topic. So, so what? It's uncomfortable. That's the only way you're going to be able to get to the next level. Because you can't do the same thing and get to the next level doing what you did 30 years ago. So you gotta keep moving, become uncomfortable. It's only gonna last for a little bit. It's okay. But that's just another thing that hinders me from trusting the process. I just don't like to be uncomfortable. But you gotta get uncomfortable so that you can succeed and move on to the next level. You got a song brewing over there. I didn't hear you. What are you talking about?
I was singing Aaliyah. You gotta rock the boat.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that you can.
Pretty much.
You ready for the next part? You gotta rock that boat so you can rock steady.
So sometimes you can't just do your walk. You gotta put some burpees up in there.
Oh no. Hey, I'm doing a burpee challenge next month.
Some strength training in there, huh?
I'm doing a burpee challenge next month. You want to do it?
Oh, cool. Sure.
Good people, y'all want to do it too? Y'all got till August, so we'll mention it again on the next thing because we'll have another one before the end of the month.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Talk about being uncomfortable. Clear copy.
Burpees are the most uncomfortable, most beneficial exercise that one can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. But I know how to start doing my burpees first so that I can move up to the next level and do them on the floor. Because right now, your girl's struggling. Your girl is struggling. I need some assistance with my burpees. And that's fine because this is my journey and it's my business, like Tab said. It's my business.
Hey, you do you, and I'ma do me.
All right, y'all, we're gonna stop playing. So what were we talking about? Trust in the process. What does that process?
We're talking about hindrances.
Hindrance. And now we're moving on to why should we trust the process? Don't you want to trust the process?
Don't you want to be somebody? Don't you want to go somewhere? Well, you better wake up and trust the process. If you want to be somebody,
if you want to go somewhere, you better wake
up and trust the process.
Trust the process.
Hallelujah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to get there. Gotta trust the process.
That's simple. That's the closing point.
Piece of cake.
And that's not a piece of cake.
Drop the mic on that one. You just gotta do it. Get to the next level. You just gotta
How
do
long
it.
you gonna sit down? How long you gonna sit down and let yourself sit in complacency? How long you gonna do it? Is complacency what you want? Well, then you keep doing that if that's what you want. But don't you dare complain about it. Don't tell nobody about your problems or why
Yep.
something is not some way. That's why you trust the process. Because you want change. You want better. You want to shove on
Elevate.
up the hill.
Yeah.
Elevate. You want to level up. Do you?
Because if not, I'm going to pass you on right on up. Then you going to be in your feelings about it. And no need to be in your
'Cause
feelings about it. Just get
if
out
you
your
don't
own
do
way
it,
and do it.
listen,
Someone
if you
else
don't
will.
do it, thank you. Somebody else
Yes.
will. If he don't love you, somebody else will.
And ain't nobody else going to be loving my husband. Sorry. Trying to tell y'all. Trying to help somebody. Help the people today.
Help the church. Help the church, amen.
Help the peoples today. Y'all, we thank y'all for joining us. I don't know if Jovette was gonna say something extra. I know she's gonna probably chime in and give y'all some feedback on what we're gonna be looking at for the weeks to come. Like we said, we're bi-weekly. We thank you for joining us again. Any comments that you have, thinking about, whether you're doing this live or the replay, please feel free to comment. We're going to try to actually get to some of those comments that you all have and see how we can either provide some feedback for those or mention those in our next episode. Once again, we thank you for joining us. Remember to trust
Don't
the
forget.
process.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Don't forget to follow us on social media. Follow me on Instagram at Just Jovette. Like, comment, subscribe to this page. On YouTube, Just Jovette. J-U-S-T. Jovette. Jovette.
And you guys can also follow me on Instagram. The letter J, number 2, Riley. I have some little inspirational things up there that I'm going to be sending shortly. So y'all feel free to join in. You need some uplifting. You need some funny videos to watch. Go ahead and follow me there. And yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, until the next time, trust the process. Until the next time, peace out. One love. Jesus Christ. Guess what? We out.
Bye, y'all.
But did the ocean